Hi and hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie. Today I've got another Diamond Art Club sneak peek to share with you of one of their new releases this weekend. This is Crow's Corner by Ivy Dolamore, who's an artist whose artwork I really enjoy quite a lot. It tends to have some fun fantasy elements, often with a twist, and we sometimes will even have a nice mix it up with some male characters, and that's what we've got today, along with some adorable trash pandas, aka raccoons. Let me show you this artwork. This is a bit of the render, and I promise I'm going to get you a better look at it when we open it up, because this looks pretty dark in camera. So just trust, this is really cute artwork with this adorable little winged guy here, and tons and tons of detail. Look at the cute little raccoon face. And you know me, what am I a sucker for? Kits that have tons of details, and I think you should be too. I'm going to cover everything from the basics for those of you that are new to Diamond Art Club and want to hear more about the features of their kits, and down to the specifics of what are the special drills and where are they going to be in this kit. So grab a cup of coffee and let's unbox the sneak peek together, okay? So this is a big kit, you guys, 93.8 by 69.9 centimeters, basically like a max size almost, and on the one side. And this kit does feature the newer boxes where this is a separate sleeve. They now have these like universal main boxes, and they have the sleeves with the artwork and stuff that they put on top, and they put a sticker on the bottom instead of having it printed there. Now, if you're like me and you're worried about this sliding off, you can still open up the plastic on the end to get a look at the kit without taking all the plastic off, and I found that that helps keep this sleeve on. I'll show you that in a minute. Here we've got the colors. We're going to have 79 colors. It includes 3 ABs and 4 fairy dust and over 100,000 diamonds in this kit. Here's your info about how to diamond paint, as well as your kit contents. We're going to go over all of that, and let's open this up. So if you're shopping tomorrow, or anytime really, and you're thinking of making your very first purchase from Diamond Art Club, and if you want to save 20% off, I have a discount code you can use that's just my name, Katie, Katie, and the number 20. It's an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it, and thank you so much in advance if you do. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there you can see we were able to keep that sleeve on just fine, and can pull this out. Yeah, this is a big bag of diamonds in there. It is wedged in there. I feel like this also, being able to leave the plastic wrap on like that, preserves some of the integrity of the boxes. I like it, it helps. So I'm going to show you the toolkits, which these do differ from kind of your really standard basic toolkit. Diamond Art Club's made some upgrades and changes to what they have to offer. For example, open this up first. It's stuck. There we go. It like just fits. These big trays just fit in those bags. So first we have their twist and pick pens. These are a little more ergonomic than a standard diamond painting pen. They also come preloaded with a clear wax, which you can give this a twist and the wax will start coming out at the end. You know, I've noticed that it really kind of varies how much wax is loaded in there. But the good news is that if you happen to run out of what's in there, you get a whole extra brick of it in this bag here that you can load in there. You just twist it the opposite direction. They give you a 4-placer on the other end. It is removable, and they give you a 7-placer as well that you can swap in. And it also does fit the metal multi-placers they sell on the website. Just make sure you're getting the ones that push in and not the threaded screw-in type. They also give you a plate of the pink heart wax if you prefer this. I think it's kind of similar to the clear wax, in my experience. You also get some baggies. You can put some leftover diamonds in. And then the tray is my favorite of their toolkit upgrades. These are a lot bigger than your basic diamond painting tray, which if you like to multi-place, you're working on bigger kits like this is just practical. It comes with a stopper as well as a sliding lid. And if you have a bunch of these, they're stackable. You can stack them on top of each other with little label stickers on the end, and you can kit up into these trays directly if you want to. Now, let's see what our Treasure Quest card is going to be. Ooh, is that a gold card? It is. Well, that's a happy surprise, you guys. So, Treasure Quest cards, they are, well, for one, a pretty collectible, but for two, part of a secondary rewards system. Each of the Treasure Quest cards are going to have a rank. This one is gold, which they put that on the back of the cards. Now, there's bronze, silver, gold, and black, with black being the rarest. Bronze is the most common. Most kits are going to come with bronze. If you get this kit yourself, it may come with gold, but it also could come with one of the other ranks of cards as well. There's a redemption code here when you scratch this off, and when you do that, you can and have various combinations of the different ranks of cards or tiers of cards. You can turn around and redeem those for things like a gift card or a custom diamond painting. So hence the secondary rewards program on top of the rewards points you earn when you make purchases. Now, on the inside of this envelope, there's some helpful stuff, you guys. I just want to point out the Facebook group, which you can join once you've made your first purchase. We also have QR codes for their mobile app, which there's 20% off your first app purchase too. So definitely take advantage of those discount codes. Now, there's a bunch of stickers in here, including all these. And then there's a look at the original artwork. You can see a lot more of the details there so much more clearly and see how detailed this artwork is. I'll tell you what. Often I'll see artwork like this in voting at Diamond Art Club. They'll do intermittent. It's usually once a month rounds of voting that they'll put in the VIP Facebook group and send out email blasts for. And you can basically vote within a series of images what your favorites are, like what you would buy if it were produced as a diamond painting. The kits that get the most votes typically get produced. And sometimes when I see these in voting, I feel like they try to filter it out ahead of time, but I look at this and I go, ooh, are they going to be able to get all those details? And I'll tell you what, they've proven that they can do that time and time again. Now, this kit has 79 colors. We have the DMC code in the right-hand column. This comes from the DMC brand of floss, like in cross stitch. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. Special jewels are at the end. Z is fairy dust, AB is AB, and then 6,000 range colors, which we have a few in this kit. Those are not DMC codes. Those are actually colors that Diamond Art Club has created to fill gaps in the DMC color code system. Since there are some color families that tend to be a little bit lacking when it comes to DMC codes, I love that Diamond Art Club makes their own diamonds in-house. They're like, okay, well, let's make some colors that will match the original artwork more closely and help us do even better diamond paintings. So yeah, oh my gosh, this is a big boy. I will get you a look at the whole thing. I'll get a picture for you in a little bit, but let's just take a look at some of the different like smaller portions of this. Oh my details. This looks so freaking good. Look at the little raccoons everywhere. I can't. Building the card tower. Oh, I love it. Is that like a little snail? Oh my gosh. Another little raccoon buddy. I think he's got like a little bag of chips. Oh, this is so cute. I can't stand it. Oh my gosh. All right, let me roll this backwards. Ivy Dolamore's whimsical. That's the word I was trying to think of earlier. Ivy Dolamore's artwork is so often so whimsical. Like fantasy, yes, but I think whimsical just really suits their artwork too. Oh, there's so much going on. Like literally we have a trash panda in the trash can. Oh, so freaking cute. All right, you guys, take a look at this screen. You can almost see a lot of it in frame here, but take a look at the screen if you want to see the whole canvas in frame, all of its glory. This is so cute. I can't stand it. I love it. And it's unique too. I don't know that we had anything quite like this at Diamond Art Club before. It's so adorable. Okay, let's go through the features of Diamond Art Club's canvases and kits. Again, for those of you that are newer to this company. So of course, branding up at the top. Let's talk canvas material. Their canvas material, I really like it. It's some of my like favorite kind of canvas to work on for what's out there. It's got a nice weight to it, but more importantly, it lays flat well. It holds drills well, and it's just easy to diamond paint on. It kind of flattens on its own too, which is nice. Now, glue-wise, we've got this nice sticky poured glue, and we have a thick plastic cover with perforated sections. These you can actually split. You can tear at the perforations there where the lines are that help you see the edges. So if you like having kind of predetermined sections to work within, those perforations can be nice. We have legends at the top left and the bottom right. As always, I'm going to recommend if you're working on a bigger kit like this one, make good use out of the sticker labels that came with this, because that's going to save you a lot of time and effort. Then we have down here at the bottom left, the thumbnail, title, size, copyright. So copyright, what this means is that Diamond Art Club has Ivy Dolamore's permission to make this artwork into a diamond painting, and Diamond Art Club is also compensating the artist for it as well. And this is the case with all of their pieces. So this is legally licensed artwork. And then down here we have socials and another discount code. And down here you've got just a little bit of info about their lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of this kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty, which includes things like if you were to run out of a drill color or otherwise run into issues with your kit. Yeah, you've got that warranty. Now, I am seeing a good amount of confetti in this one, which is not surprising because we have lots of little things going on in this kit. So confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area, like this bag of chips is a great example. And so areas like that, you're going to be doing more single placing and changing the color out in your tray more often. Those are usually going to take a little bit longer than areas with color blocking, which I'll get you a good example of color blocking here momentarily. There you can see there's some color blocking. It's where you have sometimes blocks of the same color in a small area. So you can grab a multi-placer and zip through areas like that a little bit more quickly. So this is definitely what I would think of as a more confetti heavy painting, but I'm also seeing, you know, there's a lot of like smaller bits of like lines where you'll still be able to use a multi-placer and this will move along. And I do think that the confetti in this kit, just looking from the printing on the canvas, is going to pay off so well. I think it's going to help that original artwork translate really, really, really well. That's really cute. The symbol clarity looks good on the canvas. And I always think of it as if the artwork looks this good just from looking at the printing on the canvas, it can only look better once there are drills down because you're seeing symbols here. And when the drills are down, you're seeing really the true color of the image. And so this, if it looks this good this way, it's only going to look even better. So we're at about 94 centimeters that way. We're listed as 93.8. And then this way, we're at almost 70 centimeters and we're listed as 69.9. So we are true to size to be expected. And let's look at our diamonds. So there's a sticker on here, tells you what kit these go with. Look at the special drills you see right off the bat, you guys. We'll get to those. But yeah, let's look at our color spread, which I think is just going to be neutrals, happy, warm neutrals galore. Wish me luck into the past for packing this bag up because we have a nice thick pack of drills here. So yeah, neutrals, lots of shades of browns, and then like some peaches and pinks and a little mix of other colors in the center that we'll get to as well. So right off the bat, I spy some special drills. So first we have these 4 bags of 779, and then we have 2 bags of a fairy dust color. This is the 6033. It's actually one of their 6000s range colors, which means the shade of brown doesn't exist in the DMC. So the fairy dust diamonds at Diamond Art Club have what looks like a fine glitter coating on the top. It looks like someone just brushed a little bit of that glittery mica powder on the tops of these diamonds. It gives them a pearlescent sheen and a subtle shimmery effect. It's my favorite kind of, falling off the table. Favorite kind of special drill that Diamond Art Club carries. I like the subtlety of it and it works in a lot of places. So that is our first fairy dust diamond. Lots of shades of brown in this one. If you run into static, like I'm seeing some static, you see how the drills are kind of clinging to the bag there. If you run into static, I am a huge proponent of dryer sheets, not sponsored. Though wouldn't that be hilarious? Dryer sheets. I like to grab a big dryer sheet, just a full-size dryer sheet. I will put it, I'll have it sitting out when I go to kit up. When I go to cut open these bags, I will pour them directly into that open dryer sheet, sift them around a bit, and then kind of make a funnel with the dryer sheet to pour them into whatever storage container I'm using for that kit. That's a trick that I had gotten from Lena over at Library of Diamonds, and it works so well. I'll also sometimes cut up a dryer sheet into small squares and tuck those squares into the containers with the drills, because even though that big dryer sheet will get rid of a lot of static, sometimes depending on your weather, like right now it's super rainy outside, and so there's a lot more static kind of in the air. That sometimes means I need more dryer sheets. You can also breathe into the bags or the storage containers, like breathe into them with like a warm breath like you would use if you were trying to fog up a mirror or a window. And introducing that moisture really helps dispel a lot of the static too. All right, here's our next special drill. This is Z3856. We have an ivory fairy dust color, and you can see that shimmery effect on there. Looking good. And we are going to go through the canvas together to see where these different special drills will be found once we get through all 79 of these colors. Uh-oh, I see a little straggler over there. Hope there's not an open bag somewhere. It's just one. Hopefully all is well, but I'm going to be keeping an eye out. Yeah, always worries me. Anyway, here's our next special drill. It's another fairy dust. We have Z517. This is a really, really pretty fairy dust color. It's a dark blue. And the darker the color, the more that fairy dust coating shows up. I love it. I think it looks so good. Love that dark blue. All right. Now, oh, here's our next fairy dust color. It's Z677. This one's got more of a yellow hue to it. We had the ivory one. This one is really similar, but it's just a tiny bit more yellow, I feel like. And that might have been the last of our fairy dust, but here's our first AB color. So AB 918. AB diamonds stand out a lot more than fairy dust do. There is a really sparkly and eye-catching iridescent coating on the tops of these that reflects a variety of colors. It's going to grab some of the colors of the diamonds around it on the canvas and is definitely going to draw your eye to the areas that's been charted a lot more than even fairy dust diamonds do. So you got fairy dust that are really subtle, and then ABs that are like, hello, I am here, look at me. And like I said, we'll look through this canvas and see where they're going to go. We have another brown AB. I think we just had 2 ABs in this kit. It's a lighter brown AB, AB 436. So just side by side, there's our 2 ABs. And these are not in DMC order, if you notice. They're actually roughly in order of weight, or how many of each drill color there is. So that's handy for me when I kit up into storage containers that have a variety of sizes, because then I can plan accordingly. Typically, I'll start with the colors that there are the least of and put those into the smallest containers as much as I can fit, and then work my way up. Now, we do have one more AB. I was wrong. We have AB 5200, which is a white AB, kind of a classic. Like AB 5200 and AB 3865 are 2 shades of white AB that they're staples. They're old reliables. I don't know. I wasn't sure if there was another fairy dust. 4 fairy dusts and 3 ABs, I think. Yes, that's what we had. So give me a moment, because we got a lot going on in this one, you guys. I'm going to take a look ahead of you at where these special drills go, and I will be right back. And this is why I do this off camera, because I kid you not, I just sat here for 3 minutes trying to find this one particular fairy dust color that was eluding me. And I was like, I'm not going back to it till I find this color. So, but I wasn't going to keep you guys on the hook for that. We'll get to that in a little bit. The ones that were easier to find, we're going to start down here in this corner and kind of move our way around. So we have a lot to go over. There were the 2 bags of that brown fairy dust color. We had the ivory fairy dust. We had kind of the pale yellow fairy dust and the blue fairy dust. And then we had a white AB, a darker brown AB, and a lighter brown AB. Lots going on. Grab a cup of coffee. We're going to be here for a minute. So the lighter blue color that you see in this crate here that's where the blue fairy dust color is going to be. I don't know that I saw it anywhere else in this canvas. I think it's just right here. And then we have down here, like in the face of this clock, we have some of the brown fairy dust color. And then we have some of the light brown AB and some of these light brown areas here and here. And then these colors that look kind of red in camera. Oh, glare. I think these are playing cards. So the playing cards here and the ones you're going to see up there, it almost looks reddish. It's like a reddish brown color. That's going to be our darker brown AB in these playing cards, as well as in the playing cards up here. So lots of sparkle in those. We have big chunks of the brown fairy dust here, where this like color here. So this is the mattress, the set of mattresses, I think. And so there's lots of that brown fairy dust throughout those. There's also brown fairy dust in this raccoon over here. It's what looks like the black spots in his fur. That's just how the symbol is standing out. So that's popping out right there. And then which way should we go? I guess we'll go up and over. Well, let's go across the bottom, actually. That'll make a little bit more logistical sense for my brain anyway. So then we have, let me see. Okay, Okay, not there. Oh, yes. Okay, so then we have the ivory fairy dust. The first that we're seeing of that one, the ivory fairy dust, is this light color where the light's hitting the top of our subjects, like the knee here, the side of the clothes there, and then parts of the shirt here are that color, and then that pale ivory fairy dust, and then the white you see in this kit, that's going to be white AB here and here along the side of the wing as well. There's also some of the lighter brown AB in this wing right along here. Now let's keep going over. So the top of this raccoon's head is white AB, those white lines. And coming back down here to the bottom. So again, this looks like stripes, like black stripes. That's actually the brown fairy dust color. It's in this raccoon's tail, this raccoon's body on down here, kind of the tops of the raccoon's ears there. And then down here, there's a little part of this pennant that's the lighter brown AB color, this one right here. And I don't really see any special drills in there or in these pennants, but we're going to go kind of straight up here. And then this raccoon's tail, trying to avoid you getting that glare. We have some of the brown fairy dust in this raccoon's tail and in this raccoon's back again. And then this is where that sneaky little light yellow fairy dust was hiding away from me. So in the window, I had this feeling, I was like, it has to be somewhere in the window. My eyes just skipped over it. It's one of these kind of yellowish colors in the window. There's a patch of it right there, a little patch of it right there. And that's all that I found of this color in this kit. So that's our kind of lighter yellow, off yellow fairy dust color. And then we have a bunch of that ivory fairy dust. It's kind of this color next to it and goes kind of around, and it's through some of the window frame here. So some shimmer in there from that fairy dust color comes around the side. There's also some of it. I'm trying to figure out what was up here. I can't quite tell from the image, but the objects up here, there's some of that ivory, that really pale ivory fairy dust up there too. Let's keep moving across this way, checking to make sure. Okay. So we're getting up into this area and we have a bunch of the brown fairy dust here, just color blocking your way through that. Also some of the, I think these are walls or curtains. There's some of that brown fairy dust. Checking to make sure I'm not missing. Okay, the top of our character's head, these white lines in the hair are white ABs. And then we also have, like, in this feather here, there's a line of that ivory fairy dust. There's some of the ivory fairy dust here as well. And then over here, we have some of the light brown AB. This, I think that's like a truck. It looks like a car, some kind of vehicle. And checking to see. As we kind of move over this way, there was some of the, there's some of the light brown AB over here. This is like a pillow back here, I think. There's some of the light brown AB. I'm actually pretty convinced that I have missed a not insignificant number of special drills in this kit, but this is truly one of those kits where there is a lot going on, and I'm kind of just going off of what symbols are really jumping out at me and hoping that I'm not missing any. I did notice there's a playing card back here that has some of the darker brown AB in it on the shelf. You can see that. So hopefully we caught most of them, or at the very least, hopefully we caught enough of them that you really truly have a better idea of where the special drills are going to be in this kit. So that is Crow's Corner. I think this is such a fun image, and you guys know I will always talk about this because it's one of my favorite things about images like this is I love how much there is going on, because this is going to give you so much satisfaction and enjoyment as you're working on it. If you're like me, where you open up a section to work on. Let's say that you open up just one like 4x4 inch or 10x10 centimeter section. Pick any part of this kit to have like that size section. And then when you open it up, you work on it. It takes you an hour or two. And when it's done, you finish that section, you have something that you've completed, whether it's a raccoon, whether it's a wing, whether it's this like radio over here, whether it's these cute paw prints over there. It's like a satisfaction of a series of small finishes. And that is so motivating to me and so enjoyable to make me feel like I'm not having to get to the end of the kit before I feel that like that I don't know, that satisfaction is the word I keep coming back to, but that enjoyment of like, look, I finished a thing. This is more of a like, as you go along, you're getting like a series of smaller finishes, and it helps really big kits like this feel less intimidating. And I don't know, but that's just me. You'll have to let me know if you feel similarly. I'm going to give you a super quick recap. This is Crow's Corner by Ivy Dolamore, 93.8 by 69.9 centimeters, 78 colors, including 4 fairy dust and 3 ABs. Now, this kit, along with the other new releases this weekend, which can we talk about how next week is Black Friday, and was Diamond Art Club going to give us like an easy week the week before Black Friday? They said no. We're going to drop some killer heavy hitter kits that, I mean, it's just me and my art style probably. But like, this is a really amazing week of releases. And I don't know how to tell you guys this. Black Friday, you're all in trouble. Like, just gird your wallets because Diamond Art Club is just, they're not pulling any punches. If you're in the VIP group, you've seen them dropping hints in there, right? Like, it's going to be a great Black Friday. And they did not decide to give us the week before off. They're like, no. We're going to put some really amazing kits out there. So this kit, along with the other new releases this weekend, are coming out tomorrow, which is Saturday, November 22nd. 22nd. How are we that far into November? November 22nd, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's general release. If you're in the Diamond or Ruby tier of the rewards program, you're going to get a half an hour early access window starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Now, Diamond Art Club holds back stock for the general release as a rule. So if you really want this kit or one of the other new releases and it sells out during early access and you missed out, check back at general release time and hopefully you'll be able to snag it then. Now, I'm not going to push FOMO on you guys. You spend responsibly, you make good choices, okay? But if this is a must-have for you, people go feral over trash pandas. Like, they're really cute. This is the kind of artwork that like I would snatch up in a second because it's got a lot going on that I enjoy. It's got that nice surprise of we have like a male character for once, or androgynous, I'm not sure. But it's different than a lot of what else that we've had. And Ivy Dolamore, like, their artwork tends to, it can be popular and sell out quickly. We never know how much Diamond Art Club has stocked. It's, can't necessarily say. All I'm going to say is that any must-haves for you, like I'm going to cry if I don't get this kit, go ahead and set your alarms, okay? Log into your account a couple minutes early if you're going for early access and check out the new arrivals section and just refresh. And hopefully you'll be able to snag what you want. But I would love to hear from you in the comments. What are your first impressions of this kit? Is this one you're going to be shopping for this weekend, or one you're going to wish list for someday, or enjoy vicariously through others? All of the above are great options. I just love hearing your thoughts. And what did you love about this kit that maybe I've glossed over, because there's just so many possibilities of things to love. But you guys, thank you for joining me today. I truly hope that this unboxing video was helpful and fun, and would invite you to subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies here on my channel, along with weekly whip and chats if you want company while you're crafting on Monday mornings, and other diamond painting related stuff. And I'd love to have you here. So you guys, thank you so much for watching again. I hope you're doing very well, and that you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.